Welcome, Andor. Welcome back to Off the Reel.
Today, we will be reviewing Venom.
Let's do it. So, in Venom, a down-on-his-luck reporter ends up investigating a horrible organization that ruined his life and gets attached to a parasite. A parasite that is standardly a Spider-Man villain, but in this case, not.
My question is, was this just completely separated from Spider-Man, or was it pre or post?
Completely separated. Yeah, so he gets attached to this thing, and the super evil leader of this foundation is like, yo, I want it back. And that's where we're left off. So let's jump into it. Creativity. What are you thinking?
I give it a point.
Why?
I give just the way they set up the movie. I don't know if that necessarily goes into creativity, but the way that they brought in, they do it with every Marvel movie when they bring in comedy, but the way that they
Well, take in mind, this is not Marvel's cinematic universe.
True, it is not.
Every movie has comedy in it nowadays.
True, yeah. I don't know, just it was different, and I really liked it for that.
Mm-hmm.
The different mindset that they put into this movie from all the other Marvel movies, I really liked it.
I'm weighing this because I don't just want to say like, oh, it's different from other superhero movies, because like every anti-hero movie is different from other superhero movies. But they took a character, and a lot of people hate the movie for this, or are even boycotting the movie for this. They took a character whose existence is like dependent around another character, which I think is a good thing. I think they like them taking that and making it its own thing. I think it's good. I don't think Venom needs to be dependent on Spider-Man.
And it's also the fact, going off of that, like the fact that they made both of them need each other. It wasn't just like Venom needed a host to live. Like, they were both, quote unquote, as Venom put it, losers on their own home planet.
I did like that. I'll get into that in characters, but anyways, yeah. So full point for creativity. Plot. I don't know if I'm going to give it the point for plot. Although I do really like the pacing of the movie. It is a very fast-paced movie.
Yeah.
Like, things happen, and then they just keep... There's, like, almost no lulls in the entire movie. It is so fast-paced.
They didn't spend any time on unnecessary scenes. All of it, like, played into the movie, and I would say every part had some degree of importance.
Like, I felt like I was in that theater for like 30 minutes. Like, that's how fast that movie went.
But every minute of it.
The thing is, like, the way he encountered Venom, I don't know. There were some things that was just kind of like happening along the way. And I mean, I did really like the fast pace. I liked a lot of what happened in the movie. It felt all around pretty necessary. I'm struggling with this one.
Would you like me to go ahead and
go for it?
I'm going to give it the full point.
Well, then I'm not.
You're not?
I don't know, because there's just like, when something happens and then immediately gets undone, and in this case it's like, okay, that kind of had to happen because, you know, the whole nature of the symbiote is that it can't survive long in oxygen or whatever.
Yeah.
So it kind of had to happen where he loses it and then immediately it gets back to him. But I don't like when that happens in movies, when something gets done just to get undone a few moments later. So.
Yeah, but I feel like the way they did it.
It was good.
Like going from the dog and then,
Yeah. But, I'm just like, all in all, there were a good couple of moments in the plot where I was like, yeah. Although I did like the pacing a lot. So half point for plot. Characters. I'm giving my point for characters.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard a lot of crap talked about Riz Ahmed, who plays Cameron Drake, I believe is his name, right? Was it Cameron Drake? No.
That was the main one?
Yeah.
No.
Something Drake. His name is Drake. I don't remember what his first name was.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of when the girlfriend said it.
Because Cameron Drake is from a totally different movie.
Carlton Drake.
Carlton.
Carlton Drake. That's the scientist.
Carlton. Wow, how did I not guess his name was Carlton the entire time? That's such a not villainous name. Carlton.
Everybody watch out! Here comes.
It's Carl.
It's Carlton.
I've heard a lot of crap talked about him. But like, I liked him.
I don't know. His one character I didn't really like all that much. Just, I don't know. I guess it was his acting style mainly. I was not too fond of it. It was expected.
What do you mean it was expected?
It was like the one scene especially, and I know that this is people are always like, oh, how else would you act this part out? But like, you remember when he was like, oh, I need to find Eddie Brock, and his guards were coming in through the elevator, and he started getting mad and then progressed, and then yelled in his ear, don't come back until you find Eddie Brock. I feel like there were other ways that he could have shown anger. That was very normal. It wasn't like acting out. It was just expected on how he would act.
It might just because I like Riz Ahmed, but I don't think so. But the interaction between Eddie and Venom, that was good.
Oh yeah.
I like how they pointed out like Venom was like, yeah, I'm kind of a loser where I'm from. That's kind of interesting, you know. Like you see this big monster of a dude. Like everybody's like, oh, Venom, yeah. But then like he's like, yeah, I'm a loser among the symbiotes.
It was when the fight at the end. You could kind of see it was your typical guy stands up to his bully fight.
Yeah. I do like that. Like, he's just like, we're screwed. Like he's like, I can't fight that guy.
He goes. What are our chances of theoretically? He goes theoretically 0.
He's like, he's got crap you've never even seen.
So full point.
Yeah. And I liked a lot of the side characters too. Dan, he was good enough for me.
Yeah.
Acting. I'm curious your thoughts on this one first.
Other than that one dude, I liked it. Well, no. The girlfriend was pretty.
You didn't like her?
It was pretty lame. I'm not gonna lie.
I was satisfied with the acting in the movie.
I don't know why. It didn't bother me. It wasn't bad at all. I'm not saying it was bad.
No, especially from Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's just a really good actor, but like,
Yeah, I don't know. Eddie Brock is really the only actor who I really liked his acting. They were all good, all of them. But Eddie Brock was he stood out.
Well, he's the main character and the one with the most happening to him.
Probably. That's probably why. I probably look at those other people, I'm like, you're necessary, but you're irrelevant to me.
I don't know. As far as just acting goes, I was...
Can I give it a half point? Can I myself give it a half point?
That's not how we do things here.
Can we just give it like...
You either give it the point or you don't. I'm giving it my point for acting.
Like I said, I thought they were all good, so overall I'll give it a point. So that's a full point for acting.
Dialogue. I thought the back and forth between Eddie and Venom was always really good.
Yeah, and that was the main thing. That was
when The whole Isaac and Abraham analogy, that almost threw me off dialogue. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of that. But I'm willing to forgive. It's pretty decent. Like, yeah, Eddie and Venom, that was good stuff.
Yeah, like I said in the movie theater, I did feel like people were gonna come into this. Like, you remember when he took Brock, like it was after the motorcycle and car chase, he took Brock up onto that little platform and threatened him.
Yeah.
I feel like people went into that movie expecting Venom to have that attitude the entire movie. Threats, using him, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like once it changed to the back and forth and there was comedy and stuff added into it, that's where it really kicked in. So like dialogue full point all the way.
Anyway, so visuals. I'll give it a point for visuals. I liked like the fighting wasn't completely incomprehensible. The car chase scene, there was a lot of really cool stuff there. A lot of what Venom did was awesome.
I like
Venom looked good.
The fact that, I mean, obviously we all knew it was CGI, obviously, but at the end, like the end scene where the robber comes in again and they're looking for someone to eat, bad guy.
Yeah.
When it came back and showed half his face, that was just so realistic. Like all of it exceeded my expectations, as in the way it looked. And like the apartment, like you could tell it was your normal like city apartment, I guess you could call it. I mean, it looked somewhat nice, but they paid attention to the close details. Like the bathroom was disgusting. I mean, they really paid good attention.
I was disgusted, like when he was like eating all that crap and then just face first into the toilet. But everything about it was really good.
So I give it a point for visuals.
Yeah. Soundtrack, I'll give it the point.
Yeah, I told you.
Out of the movie, you walked out saying you liked the soundtrack. I don't really care for the Eminem song.
Well, that was credits.
I mean, yeah, it's not anything, but I'm just saying.
What they used during the movie.
It was all very effective.
Yes.
Yes.
It was. The certain songs were used at the right time.
Tone. I don't think I'm going to give it my point for tone.
Why not?
I just didn't think it was very consistent with tone. And I'm not about to give it, like, I don't know. It was good. But
I agree with you that it wasn't
I think there were tonal inconsistencies in it.
But do you think so you think that it has to be consistent in order for it to be good?
Tonally.
What?
We're talking about just tone here, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, things sometimes happen in, like, scenes that it kind of ruined the feel of it.
You mean like it would quickly go from action to something completely different, like it would change just like that? Yeah. I mean, I felt like that's part of what made it good.
In some, Look, Nate. I'm just saying here that there were certain moments in the movie, not where there was a switch, but where there was something I thought was directly a negative, like, incoherency.
Explain. Give me details on what scene disturbed you that much.
Look, I mean, it was just little things throughout the movie, not one scene. Just little bits throughout the movie where it was like, yeah, okay. Directorial choices.
I'll respect that. Half a point because I give it my point for tone.
Alright. Impact.
Intensity.
Gosh.
It had a very impact on my life. A very big impact.
Yeah.
Very big.
I can't give my point for impact. The reviews have been lukewarm at best.
Yeah, it's this is gonna be another one of those movies where it's gonna be a very big controversy.
Yeah. Which is sad because I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I loved it.
Like, I'll just go ahead and like give it like no point for impact, but I'm gonna give it my point for opinion. So we're at 8 points. But anyway, yeah. So I like this movie a lot, but it just that thing about superhero movies, like, if it's not making some big statement or it's not part of Marvel, then
It's not
critics
good.
hate it. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you took the Marvel universe and just broke it up into individual movies, you're like, this is no longer its own shared universe or whatever, and you made critics look at each one as its own little thing,
They'd love it.
I think they would hate it.
You think they'd hate it?
Oh, yeah.
Every single one.
Not every single one, but I don't think that it would have its grand praise that it does
true.
now.
True.
Like, I feel like just being a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe just grants those movies immunity almost.
Yeah. Like right when you hear Marvel's coming out with another movie, you know, there's those people out there
It's
like,
like-
it's going to be good.
And they were like, oh yeah, they're gonna make a Venom movie, and everybody was like, boo, we want Marvel stuff. Like, that was literally,
Where's Spider-Man?
that was literally what people were saying. They was like, no, we want Tom Holland Spider movies.
Make him
Like,
Venom.
you don't even have any details on it yet. It's just like, we're getting a Venom movie, and people were like, boo, we want more Marvel movies. Go to hell, Sony.
Where's Avengers 16, damn it?
But I liked this movie a lot better than I've liked some superhero movies I've seen lately.
It exceeded my expectations. I did go in thinking it was good, so, because I didn't hear any of the bad reviews, so considering the fact that it exceeded my expectations,
Like,
should be-
people are calling it a mess.
That's because it's not Marvel Universe.
But anyway, so we're sitting at 8 points. We can give it an extra if we want, or we can take away. We can leave it.
I give it an extra.
I'm gonna take away.
God damn it.
As much as this movie, I enjoyed it, it's not like top end of the spectrum. So I'm gonna counteract your point. I'm gonna keep it at an 8.
Alright, well,
Yep,
that is Venom.
that's Venom.
That's Venom.
8 might be a little high.
It's 8.
Okay.
Flat. It's 8.
I mean, like, I thought it was really good. It's just like, there's some movies. You got Dark Knight up in here. Like, that's up there. Like, is this movie somewhere around there? Maybe, maybe not. I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I'm just saying, 8 is the highest score. Anyways, yeah. So if you want to see more movie reviews from us, go ahead, check us out in the playlist at the end of the video, and stay toasty.
And please,
I already said
Venom.
stay toasty. I already said stay toasty.
Watch Venom and please tell us what you think. Please.
Stay toasty.